Turning it on.
It's because it's secretly an assassin.
Yeah,
It's because it's secretly an assassin.
good to go.
Is that
Okay.
coming through your speakers, really?
Don't worry, I shut it off.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say it sounded like it's from stream.
So we left off with we're gonna go back to where we left off, which was Rui was tied up, and Venril had attacked him.
I attacked him before he was tied up.
Right.
Yeah, he knocked me down.
Yeah,
Eric
then I tied him
tied
up.
me up. Yeah.
So I guess we'll just pick up right there. Are you guys interrogating Valen, or
We don't
you-
really need information. It's really more of an intervention.
Intervention's a good word.
We're afraid with all these murders, there's no room for Valen. This is your intervention.
Okay.
Valen, you're just cool with all this? You're just gonna be tied up, like
Well,
whatever.
there's nothing else I can do at the moment. Nothing started.
Okay. Well, how would you guys like to proceed? When you searched the bodies, you found a key on the bandit captain and a bunch of knives.
And I believe
Outside.
I have the key. I think that's how we divvied that out. I have no idea who has knives.
I did not get that.
They're just like throwing knives, basically.
Oh, nothing special about him?
Just your normal throwing dagger.
Does anyone want those? Alright, I guess we should deal with Valen.
Probably.
You shush.
I think I'm
You
gonna
tied
walk up.
me up. You didn't
I think
put
I'm gonna
a
walk
gag
up
on me.
like there was no gag.
Yeah, I know. So you can't really tell me to shush.
There are ways. I'm gonna walk up. And I'm going to like kneel down like 10 feet away from Valen and just stare for a second and go, do you have one single good reason for what you just did?
Well, he was a bandit captain, right? He was a bandit. Look at how many bodies there is. It was all for like what? They're trying to attack that cleric person? Plus, how do you know he would have wouldn't do something when he surrendered?
He had disarmed. Something
So,
you refused to
He
do.
had throwing knives.
So why should I give you any mercy that you did not give this man?
Well, that's the point. Why shouldn't? It's a kill or be killed kind of situation here.
So you would prefer we kill you?
No.
Then
But I
explain.
prefer to make sure that nobody else dies without reason.
The fact of the matter is, this man had surrendered. He was a non-combatant. He
As
is
far as
disarmed.
you're aware.
If he had attacked again, we would have dealt with him summarily. You, however, executed.
Wouldn't it be better to execute before he did something?
No, it's not.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, but usually before that, if somebody's already dead. And then what?
Are you claiming to have authority over life and death, Valen?
Nope.
That sounds like what you're arguing.
I'm just giving out the same, just thinking the same way as they would.
You do realize they're evil, correct?
Yeah,
What does that make you?
well, if they ran off, I wouldn't chase them.
You know, several of them did run off, and you turned around and killed
Yeah.
this man who had surrendered.
Yeah. As far as I know,
you-
it was still in battle, still a fight. Like I said,
didn't
kill or
hear
be
him-
killed.
Barth, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not down with killing him, but he's clearly likely to repeat it.
I don't think we can trust him.
I hate to say it, but that's what it was looking like. He has no remorse.
Surreal, what do you think?
Hate for elves and humans, I understand, but execution, that's not okay.
Speaking of that, what is your deal, Valen? Why the hate?
For which? Humans or elves?
Yes, both, all of it.
Well, the reason I hate elves and humans is something to do with my past. Uh, my mom, from our village, she broke one of the rules of leaving it and going into the forest. From the story she told me, she met my dad out there for something. I don't know. She wasn't really explaining it much because we weren't allowed to talk about it. I think they kept wandering the world or something like that. She was adventurous, as far as I know. And so she kept going every night, meeting him. Um, Eventually, she got caught, and she had to be placed, um, to be stuck inside our village, and found out that she was pregnant. That's when I came in. She tried to teach me everything about elves, but also about the human life outside. Eventually, she got tired and wanted to go back out. And she did. Met my dad again. She got caught. And then she got killed. That's it. So I got fed up with him. Decided to leave. They didn't care about her as much as I did. They just wanted her dead because she broke a stupid rule. So I went to look for my dad, found him in the kingdom, found out he's some rich guy or whatever. Found out that the only reason why he talked to my mom was because he wanted to know where the elves was. So he turned out into a real bastard. So I just don't trust anybody, especially elves or humans. There's just nothing worth wasting time with. They always betray you somehow.
So, you hate elves because your mom was caught breaking the rules and executed?
It was just. They could have done anything else instead of killing her. But they were stuck in their old ways and everything. They decided death was better than anything else.
I'm not saying what they did was right, but how does that reflect upon
They only
all
cared
elves?
about themselves. Just like the humans. They only care about themselves and nobody else.
I feel like you're extrapolating a whole lot of data out from
Yeah.
experiences here, Valen.
Elves only care about themselves and they think they're better than us.
You realize you're half of an elf yourself,
Yep, and that's a curse I gotta live
as am
with.
I.
I mean, buddy, you can't. Yeah. Like the selfishness is just not elves and humans. It's every race. There's assholes everywhere.
Well, I've only dealt with
It's
elves and
true.
humans mostly. They're the ones that showed me their true colors more than any other race.
How sad it must be to live in your world.
Sure.
I've been out on my own for years, and while there is darkness, I've also seen light. People generally coexist very well. Elves, humans, dwarves, halflings, you name it. Not all is chaos. Not everyone is selfish.
Okay. That's your experience, not mine.
Fair. Now, my experience of you is that you murdered a man. So how do we deal with that?
Well, we could move on.
Murder's not one of those things you move on.
Yeah.
Well, I can't promise you I won't do it again.
Can I make an insight check into Valen at this point? Because I feel like he's either not telling the whole story or he actually is a sociopath.
I mean, I could say yes to that, but I don't have any way of.
This is like, so
I guess it'd
if
be
I
a
can step
contested
out of character at the
role.
moment, it's contested between Rui, type slash talk to myself real quick in the game chat.
Talk
So I
to
don't see what you're doing here.
myself.
Okay, so now this hides the rolls. You roll either persuasion or deception, depending on whether you're telling the truth or not. I roll insight, and it's a contested roll that way.
Only crappy thing is people can see it on stream. Woo!
I'm not watching the stream, so
Okay. Okay. Sorry. What was the two you wanted me to roll? Perception or deception?
no, it's either persuasion or deception, depending
Yeah.
on.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
If you're,
Whether
if
you're
you're
telling the
not,
truth or
if you're hiding something or not telling the truth, it's deception. If you're telling the truth, then it's
Okay. Gotcha.
That's a good way of doing it. I keep forgetting to push to talk, by the way.
All right. I rolled it.
Okay, so I rolled 20 insight, natural 17.
Okay. So, how this works?
So, depending on whether I rolled higher than you, and whichever you were doing, telling the truth or not, you give me a little more detail.
Okay. What is it you wanted?
I think either you haven't been telling the whole story or you actually believe all of this. And I'm looking for further insight into that.
Everything I've told you wasn't a lie. Just the way it is. It's the way the world is.
Okay. By the way, slash talk to myself, space off is how you turn that off.
Thank you. Yeah, I see that.
I think I'm going to pull Barth away and go over to Surreal and just say, I think he actually believes all of this.
That's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. Because I'm not ready to just put him down.
No, I don't want to if we can avoid it.
same.
But he's also a liability.
Yes. We keep him tied up for now. Barth, can you keep an eye on him?
Sure. I can carry him on my back or something.
I
I doubt he would be okay with that, though.
He's tied up.
I just meant if you carry him on his back, it doesn't mean he can't struggle. That would make things difficult.
Sure. Fair.
I mean, do we need to keep him tied up? Is there no ultimatum, for lack of a better word, to give him?
I mean, we could take his weapons away, but I feel that would just make things worse.
And I don't know that we can necessarily trust that he won't shoot us in the back first opportunity he gets. There has to be someone we can talk to. Maybe we could ask Zephyros for help.
Oh yeah, he has some special insight.
He's also not the most stable.
That's true.
There is, but she hasn't come over here yet, so I'll see.
There's also the camp. You guys can clearly see the camp, by the way.
Yeah, let's I want to look at that camp, but I also don't want to leave Valen on his own. So
Well, I mean, we could always
Yeah, let's go look at the camp. We'll keep Valen tied up. We'll keep him with us, and
Sure, we could. I mean, make a sort of leash.
That's really messed up.
I think the
You know what
correct
else is
way would
messed up?
be he
Murder.
tied my hands up and dragged me.
well,
Like,
yeah,
We don't
so-
need to drag you.
Yeah, we're keeping you restrained. We're not like.
Yeah,
I don't think we hog tie you and just drag you along behind us like some drunk redneck or something.
okay. Pretty sure.
Like, it's not around your neck. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
the rope around your body, and it's
Okay.
attached.
Okay.
But for all intents and purposes, I think we're just keeping you restrained. Like I don't think you are necessarily our prisoner, but we super can't trust you right now. Is how I'm looking at it.
Sure,
It's
sure.
I don't
more
know if you
of
get
one
it.
of those child harnesses.
Makes.
We're putting you in a baby Bjorn,
Mm, Sure.
except not. Yeah, I don't know. Where has this mysterious robbery victim cleric moved off to?
I'm just counting my money. That's what's happening.
Is it
all
over
there.
Oh yeah, it's definitely all there.
I think
I was totally gonna invite you guys out to drinks for saving my life. You know.
So we're dealing with some issues as a party.
Yeah. That's why I was over here. I was like, oh, maybe now's not a good time.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My name is Venreal.
I'm Kiara. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kiara. These guys, did you know them?
No, I was just on my way, just traveling, and I have no idea why they came after me.
Where are you headed?
Just exploring basically. I don't really have a end goal in mind at the moment.
If you'd like to join us, we're kind of on a small mission and we're hitching a ride with this giant in the clouds. His name's
That
Zephyros,
sounds
he's
fun.
nice.
I like friendly giants.
Well, we're on our way to Goldenfields if you'd like to come. First, I
Sure.
kind of want to look at these guys' camp. Well,
Okay.
welcome to our little traveling group, Kiara.
Welcome. Glad to have you along.
Move to you guys. Yeah,
Okay.
part of the group.
To the camp. Where's the camp? The camp is over here to the northwest. Let's go there. Have we found... We already searched through all the bodies, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, I'm going to get within like 100 feet of the center of the camp. Which, I don't know how... Let's say the campfire. Wait, I need to zoom out. This is a long way. Okay, so I am here 140 feet. So I'm going to move up like near this tree. And I am going to... Actually, I'll move like here-ish. And I'm going to sit down and ask Barth if he'll watch my back. And I'm going to look through Bast's eyes and send Bast in to explore.
Sure.
So Bast in the camp.
I'm right near you.
Appears to be a very well-established camp with a large fire pit in the center and plenty of logs and other utilities set up for sitting around and cooking. There are 2 large tents set up, presumably for the bandits, and a much larger individual like black tent with no curtains or anything that was presumably for the captain.
All right. Let me look at Bast's character sheet real quick and see what Tressums do besides see invisible stuff.
Very good with poison.
Yes, and smelling. So can I have Bast like sniff around, see if there's anyone?
Sure. I
Okay.
believe it's a wisdom check.
It is a perception check, and it's an advantage since it relies on smell. To keen smell. Which can I? Oh, that's not perception. Whatever. We'll just we'll just roll that again as okay. So I guess it's a natural 20 because I can't find perception on their page. So I just rolled wisdom twice.
So in the character sheet on Bass, do you see skills, perception, and stealth?
Maybe hold that Bast. Oh yeah, there we go. Perception +5, stealth +4.
Yeah, go ahead and use the perception. You should also have the toggle up at the top.
I do, yeah. Yeah, whatever. It's still a natural
Yeah.
20.
Wow.
So smelling around, he can smell 33 pounds of cheese and 19 gallons of ale in the stores.
That's
There are-
specific.
I mean,
think
he rolled
Venril-
a crit.
Venril is just going to be like, there's a lot of cheese and ale in that camp.
I mean,
I don't think
Um,
there are any people, though.
let's see what else. Oh, the smell of freshly cut and freshly split logs, and the latrines up to the north.
Stay away from the north side of camp. I'm going to call Bass back to me and let go of the vision. All right, I think it's clear.
All right. I guess we can move in. I'm dragging Valen along. He's, I don't know. Let's give him like 10 feet of movement.
So generous.
Just add like an aura around Barth. Be like, this is where Valen can move.
I could.
I don't know if you guys can see the
But
aura around.
it's
No, it's only-
5 feet per
yeah.
square, right?
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah,
I
just
haven't-
be somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
I have
I
an
have to make
aura
sure
on.
it's within 10 feet.
That's 15 from Barth. Each square is
Okay.
5, so yeah, that's 10.
Oh,
There
okay,
you go.
okay. I wasn't okay. I thought it was 10 feet away from him.
We're actually doing it.
There you go. There's your movement square.
Thank you.
So what are you guys doing in the camp?
Looking around.
Yeah, let's just search.
I
for
would.
stuff.
I
Valuable.
think I would like to look in the captain's tent, probably.
Okay. Quick cursory search of the camp reveals a large store of beer and cheese, as well as common clothes set in the tents, presumably for the bandits. The captain's tent has 2 beds inside and
2 beds.
very, very little in terms of decoration other than a bearskin rug on the floor, and a single chest pressed tight against the wall with 2 locks.
2 locks. Oh boy.
How many keys do we have?
I have thieves' tools.
I have a hammer.
I have a key.
You have a key?
I have a
Yeah.
key.
Try that key.
But you said it needs 2?
Well, there
Yeah.
are 2 locks. They could technically be the same thing.
Which lock are you attempting the key in?
The one that looks like it might fit.
Okay, let me describe this in more detail.
Nice.
We have I just realized that's my bad. So it's a large wooden chest, about 3 feet tall, thick solid wood with metal like ringing around it in certain spots to add integrity to it. The locks are 2 large padlocks built into the chest itself. There's one on the left side and the right side, about an inch away from the edge.
I can't remember. Did we let the guy that had the bag that stole the money from Kira?
He ran
Did
away.
he end
He
up
dropped
dead,
the money.
or did
No,
he run away?
He dropped
He
it.
dropped the money and ran away, and really didn't like make an attack at disadvantage, so he executed the captain. Is what happened.
Okay.
Eloquent.
All
Pretty
right.
much.
So it could possibly be, since we haven't found another key, that he had the other one.
Probably. We have a very low chance of picking that lock, but I'd be willing to try.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
So try your key, and I'll try to pick the other lock.
All right,
Unless
I'll
someone
try
else
it.
thinks they may be more.
Well, we could also search the other tents, right? Maybe they just kept it separate.
True.
Question. To pick a lock, you need a skill, right?
It's a
You need
Yes.
thieves' tools. You
Which
don't
I
actually have to be proficient with them.
Okay.
but it
gotcha.
helps, and it's a dexterity-based thing. So you'd actually be really good if we could trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess I'll try the left one while you pick the right one.
I'd say try your key because like trying a key in a lock that it doesn't fit is not going to break the lock. Trying to pick a lock may break it. So
True. Okay, yeah. Then I'll start with the left one, and if that one doesn't click, then I'll go to the other one.
You insert the key into the left padlock and attempt to wiggle it around, but the key does not find purchase and does not it doesn't click. As you pull the key out, a needle shoots out 3 inches out of the chest and stabs your hand.
Oh shit!
Make a
I knew it.
it's a con saving throw.
Okay. Save throw. 12.
Okay, 1 sec. Okay. The needle pierces your hand for 1 piercing damage, and then you
Okay.
take 33 poison damage. And you are poisoned for 1 hour. Well, I shouldn't have told you time frame, but
It wouldn't matter. I'm unconscious.
shit, we don't have anything healing, do we? Kiara, do you know anything about healing?
Yes, but I don't know if I have spells though. It was a pretty, crazy fight.
Is there any way you can stabilize her?
a heal. Like, healing someone who's down will stabilize them. By the way.
Yeah,
Just any hit
okay.
points.
it'd be a medicine check most likely. I could also assist. I'm decent at medicine.
Yeah, so yeah, you could either do a check, a medicine check to actually stabilize her, or you can cast a healing spell. A healing spell, any amount of hit points gained will stabilize them.
Would that count temporary hit points?
Those are usually lost.
Those
Yeah,
are lost after amount of
Okay, so
time.
they wouldn't count. They wouldn't work for this.
Theoretically, they would, but it'd be like adrenaline, basically. Like, as soon as
Right.
those were lost, you'd go back down.
I
Hmm.
can't see
So
any
she-
of this, right, from where I am?
I believe we're in the tent, so
Okay.
Does she have 0 hit points?
correct.
does.
Currently,
Zero.
yes.
I am unconscious with 0 hit.
I have Spare the Dying.
That'd
That would
do it.
also do it, yeah.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spare
okay.
the Dying, I think, auto stabilizes you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So,
For the record, I have cure wounds.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to use it.
On your spell sheet, just click it.
For some reason, I thought this was one that you couldn't click from the.
yeah, cantrips you can totally click.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Because cantrip, let's see, become stable. Nice. So that actually just gets rid of
It
medicine
just makes it
checks.
so and I don't have to make any death saves, which is nice.
So Surreal is unconscious, but
Mhm.
also stable.
But stable.
Yes, basically. A coma.
I
She's
do
in a
have-
coma.
So I can still use though.
Surreal has also dropped the key.
Can I check this thing for traps?
You can if you would
Additional
like
traps, because
to make
that's
an
fucked.
investigation
That's a
check.
brilliant thing to do.
I probably should have healed myself before I went searching around.
There's a lot of things we could have done.
Investigation, you said?
Yes.
I'm real good at investigating. 9.
You don't find any traps. Other than the one that came out of the lock, obviously.
So
I
you could assume that there might be.
probably. God, I wish I still had that healing potion. Damn pudding.
If only there was a way you didn't have to fight that blob.
Yeah. What's done is done.
I do still have my big AoE heal that I can use on up to 6 people.
That's
Oh
a thing
yeah,
you
the
have?
10-minute one. Yeah, that's true.
Even if it's 6 feet, you can still move. We're not in battle, so.
No, 6 people, not 6 feet.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard
What
6
is
feet.
your big AoE heal? Because that seems very strong.
It's a ritual heal that takes 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah, it's basically an out of combat thing. Like you
Sure.
can't do it in combat.
I'd be willing to watch your back if you'd like to do that.
You can do it in combat, it just won't.
It just would take you, I don't know, like 50 million rounds.
Let's see, 10 minutes. That would be 100 rounds of combat.
Yeah, there you go. Basically a million.
I don't see a distant wait 30 feet.
I
Does it
think you're
matter
within
where-
30 feet of literally
you
all
can,
of us.
you can
so.
get everyone.
Okay.
And we're not in combat, so you could tell him to be like, hey, get near me.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just Venreal who's not close enough, right? I don't think that's 30.
No, so you see the ruler on the top left? Like
Oh,
that's that tells you.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll. Yeah, there you go.
Holy hell, 7.
Everyone is healed pretty solidly there.
That's
Wow.
a ton. You're so cool.
I feel
I like
great.
you.
Surreal is back up and walking again and has use of her hand.
Yeah, guys, I need a rest.
Yeah, that's
I'm done. I'm out. No chests. No chests for me.
do we want to take the chest with us?
How heavy?
Can
is it?
we?
I mean, we've got a couple decently strong people with us, don't we?
Like, didn't he
Oh,
say it
yeah.
was 3
You
feet
could rig
tall?
up like a sled. Drag it behind you.
I'm not even gonna go calculate the weight. Barth can carry it. I know he can.
Yeah, I did lift that
Just to make
boulder
myself
one time.
just to make myself feel better, I'll cast Mage Hand and help him with like 10 pounds of that weight.
It's like Barth can pretty easily lift that. Honestly, his carrying capacity is so crazy.
It's more for me than for him.
I see.
Thing.
So you guys are gonna carry this chest up a 1,000-foot flight of stairs to the tower?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
I'm just saying, can we
Um,
just do the old trick we did before and
Can we
just
take a
smash,
short rest?
smash the lock?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with taking a short rest.
I would suggest climbing back up the tower first.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All
Let's
right.
get up to the tower.
Okay, well, but so out of character, I know how we left the session before we picked up Kiara, which was basically, oh shit, people are landing on the
Oh,
ground.
but yeah, you guys
So
will be able to short rest.
yeah, that's all I mean.
Oh.
I don't want to jump right back into combat.
Yeah,
if...
you'll have a chance to
Okay.
heal a bit and recover your spells.
Okay.
But you might as well just go ahead and say this happened on the second day, so that you can do a long rest. It makes more sense.
So it was like it was like previously on, and then that's what happened, and then we jump
yeah.
back to.
Does that mean that it took me way less time to get my cat than previously thought?
Yes,
Okay,
a day less.
I'm cool with this retcon.
This is the greatest retcon in the history of retcons.
Usually it takes till like the second season for things to start retconning, but we're doing pretty good here.
Second season we'll have Gimli.
He'll be the returning character.
Nah, man, Gimli would be replaced by somebody else. No one would notice.
Okay.
The second season will have Michelle Rodriguez, but she'll die by the end of it, so it all works.
God.
So you want to carry the chest up. It's kind of windy, and you're climbing stairs made of clouds. So Barth, you're gonna have to make a couple checks for me here.
All right, what do you need?
Make them with advantage because I have Mage Hand. I'm assisting you technically.
Advantage technically would
Right.
help. You're gonna have to make one acrobatics check,
All right,
one athletics check.
all right.
Is he doing flips with it?
Okay, so because
Oh my
of these
god,
checks,
advantage.
you're able to maintain your balance while also carrying this heavy object and maintain your center of gravity while climbing.
All right.
So,
You keep the chest perfectly still on your shoulders as you carry it step by step, with each step extremely confident and with no slipping at all. As you get nearer to the top of the tower, a very strong and very cold burst of wind blows. Go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
okay. No advantage on this, right?
Advantage.
All right. I just click next.
In the saving throw. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You manage to catch yourself with one hand as you slide towards the edge, barely saving yourself and the chest from falling off. You realize that if the chest had been open at this point, everything would have fallen out.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be carrying the chest up here.
It's just an
True.
observation you make.
Like, whoa,
roll for
glad this thing's so
perception.
close.
Yeah, your life didn't flash before your eyes. The chest contents did.
This is the second chest you've had them move around, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So
That's why I suggested it. It's kind of an MO.
My nickname might change.
Barth, chest
Kira,
carrier, dumpsteroo.
Yeah.
so Surreal, you're gonna have to adjust your health. You guys arrive
Yes.
safely back up at Zephyros's tower. And also Kiara will need to increase her health.
Is it basically like we would get back to the tower and then we would have a sleep and then that's when the people showed up? Or is it just partial?
You'll have a long rest, and then the people will show up, but first is Zephyros. As you return to the tower carrying the chest, Zephyros watches over you. Noting your sixth party member, he exclaims, "Gimli! You found Gimli!"
Zephyros. This is not Gimli. Allow me to introduce you to Kiara.
This is not This is Gimli.
I know Gimli. This is not Gimli.
How is this not Gimli? They are both clerics, are they not?
Are you a cleric? Yes, I believe they are.
So
Yes.
this is Gimli.
Not every cleric is named Gimli, believe it or not. Just as I'm sure not every giant is named Zephyros.
But Intriguing. He bends. He looks at Kira bending over, and grabs her, lifting her up for a closer look, holding her towards the top of the tower.
Hi?
Hello. Yes.
It's nice to meet you.
You are not the one I saw in the prophecies, and yet here you are. Intriguing. He puts you down and returns to the second floor of his tower.
So that's Zephyros.
He seems nice.
He is. He taught me how to summon Bast, and Bast kind of lands on my shoulder and purrs.
Can I make a perception check on the table? Is it still stable after Bart carved on it?
Oh, I had forgotten about that.
Oh, it's in my notes. It's there forever.
So Kiara, you notice in the leg, the front leg of the table here. Oh, let me describe Zephyros's room to you since you've never been here before. This is the Tower of Zephyros. You arrive in a tower, a very large flying tower with a wizard's hat. Underneath you is a cloud that feels solid, like stone underneath your foot. There's an open archway that leads to a vestibule, at the back of which hangs a thin curtain here. And beyond this lies a huge 100-foot high hexagonal chamber containing a giant wooden table and a stone chair. Dangling from iron chains are crystal spheres that have a flame inside of them. And there's a massive gaping hole in the tower through which you can see the other floors. In this table leg, this giant wooden table, you can see an anatomically correct heart carved in with the words Barth above and Venril below in a beautifully written cursive.
Honestly, I've got nothing to say to that.
I think I'm just going to be over there looking at it as well and just go, Barth, you never did answer. Why did you do this?
We're buds.
Yeah, but buds aren't usually, like, the symbol for buds is not a heart, especially not one that is all, like actually a heart.
He was
Well,
bored.
excuse me for living on a mountain most of my life.
No, I mean, I'm very touched, but it's a little confusing to me.
It's part of our traditions.
That is very good to know, and I will note that.
I will note that as well to remember it.
Oh, that reminds me. Valen and Venril both gain inspiration.
Do I have double inspiration?
No,
Oh.
Ooh, I should probably note that somewhere.
there's a
Uh,
trigger in the top left.
Yeah, on your character sheet, like next to strength and above proficiency, is a little thing that says inspiration. If you click it, there'll be a cool little symbol that appears in there.
So
Okay.
where?
So on your character sheet,
I see it. Yeah,
there you go.
Ooh, cool. Dragon. Gotcha. Thank you.
So you guys do your long rest and heal up and spells and everything.
Spell switch.
Definitely
Oh,
needed.
right. I can't do anything because I'm tied up.
I think I kind of want to spend some time over the course of the evening just talking to Valen and trying to find some sort of common ground that I could maybe trust him.
Valen, do you respond back or are you a Iron Curtain?
I say okay.
That's all.
I'd hear about.
I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to
I know.
talk.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, sure. Like, nothing. There's nothing else I can do. I'm tied up.
So you're fairly unresponsive.
Ah.
Yeah, I guess what we're trying to get here.
I
is,
don't
like,
want to
are
say
you-
unresponsive. I just want to say more like. I hear, like I listen to you. Talk, ask, and then I would respond.
So you respond positively to Venril, like you open up to him, or
I guess I would say yes, seeing as he's a half elf.
okay. So, Venril and Valen spend the evening talking about what it was like growing up as a half elf in a society ruled and dominated by mostly humans.
Do you want me to like extrapolate on my backstory for Rui now, because I also have a backstory that has some stuff in it?
If you
little
want
bit.
to, yeah.
I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of sit next to him and go, I understand your feelings on elves and humans are not the best, and I don't particularly care for them either. It's not, I don't hate them. I have a few that wronged me, but not all of them. You grew up with your mother, yes?
Yes. She
She
was
was
the
an
only
elf.
parent that raised me.
My mother was also an elf. I lived in a small human village for a few years anyway. Never really knew my mother. As I understand it, when I was very small, she just kind of went back to her own home. My father tried his best to raise me on his own, but he got tired of the accidents. He told me that strange things would happen every time it would. This thing on my forehead, and he just kind of brushes where the room would appear, would light up. Never could figure it out. So I'm, I don't know, 4 years old or so. And these two elven men walk up, very well dressed. They talk to my dad. I didn't particularly know what was going on. Apparently, they were from this university. They had heard about and he points to his forehead again. Something they'd never heard of before. They were interested in studying it. Promised an education for me. World's finest. They, I suppose, kept their end of the bargain in a way. But it also had some caveats they didn't tell my dad about. And I never heard from him again after that day. They wanted to find out where my powers were coming from. I don't know that they ever succeeded, but what they did find is that I was very good at defending myself. Used to use a lot of spells on me. That's how I learned to defend myself with... He points to his forehead yet again. I don't know quite what they were hoping to find, but they at least imparted in me that knowledge is worth going after. But they also imparted in me that maybe you shouldn't always trust them, I suppose. Anyways, kind of ran away. Been on my own.
I know that
Seen a lot
feeling.
more good than that.
Yeah.
So don't think you're alone in having a fucked up past. It's kind of what you choose to do with it, you know?
I get that.
Just... I think, Phelan, that you and I could be friends, but I have to ask you never to do that again. Killing in combat is one thing. There's a code to it. There's an honor in killing in combat. There's something that makes it okay. But when someone drops their weapons, they're not in combat anymore.
I get your point.
Carrying that, Valen or Vinril will just kind of clap Valen on the shoulder and go off to think for a while.
Tied or untied?
I think he's still tied up
Yep, that's what I said, yeah.
because
I will brood in the corner, thinking over the conversation.
Um. Okay, I just realized I have to determine what everyone else is also doing.
Did this guy have a library?
No. Well, kind of. It's upstairs.
So
Okay.
I am the only one I think who's actually been up to the second floor at this point.
We're
Uh,
not allowed to go to the
He
second
said, yeah,
floor.
he said it's off limits. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're not
didn't
allowed.
he pull like the scroll out of a chest that he had up there?
Yep, a super huge chest.
Yeah, I if asked, I could tell Barth that, but
I'm not carrying that.
I was not going to ask you to.
Actually, you would
Nice,
not be able to.
sirs. Great, nice keeping that theme going, nice.
You were going to ask?
Okay, so everyone's good then for the night?
yeah, I definitely would just be recovering from a needle prick. Ugh.
I think Veneral would check up on Surreal before bed though, because that looked painful.
Are you trying to
I
open
guess-
the chest again, or?
I think I am letting it go for now.
Same.
I guess. What's Kiara up to? I guess I could chat her up.
Sure. I don't think she's doing anything right now. She's just looking around. She's never been here before.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, huh? Floating
Yeah.
tower.
It's nice.
So I'm Barf, Bear Breaker Dumpstarian.
I'm Kiara.
Where are you from?
Just a little small town.
What? How come you ended up on the road fighting bandits?
I was just looking for a change in my life, and I just decided to go on an adventure.
Oh, all right. Well, you're in one now. It's been pretty crazy.
Seems like it.
I guess. I guess that's all I got.
We can also assume at this point you've caught Kira up on what you guys have done so far. You're trying to deliver news from the town of Nightstone, which was besieged by giants, and then goblins, and then bandits, and then orcs. I mean, technically elves, but they left. And the party went to go rescue the villagers and brought them back to the town in which they're rebuilding after their lord and lady have been murdered by falling rocks and are trying to deliver news of family deaths to the rest of the world. So you guys spend the night, and everyone heals up and does what they need to.
Did we get to level 5?
No.
On the third day of your journey, you guys spot 9 very thin and lightly armored humans riding giant vultures. They land atop the cloud, whereupon the humans dismount. All the riders wear steel helms covering their eyes and resemble stylized bird heads. One of them is equipped with a shoulder bag adorned with a smiling face.
I feel like we've been here before in this situation.
Yeah, deja vu.
Yeah.
All over again.
No, you're not level 5, by the way.
Okay.
Oh shit, I was revealed Gimli.
Hi, Gimli.
No Gimli.
Bye, Gimli.
It was all a dream again.
Apparently one cultist did not get moved. Okay. The cultists all dismount. Their vultures explore the cloud, seemingly unimpressed.
What?
Two central cultists who appear to be wearing different stuff than the rest of the other cultists proceed forward and enter the tower.
Do they look hostile?
They look dangerous, but not overtly hostile.
Excuse me, who are you?
We seek the master of this tower.
For what purpose, might I ask?
This is none of your concern.
We're kind of stuck on this tower. I think it's our concern.
We wish to speak with the master of the tower. At this point, Zephyros, having heard the commotion, wakes up and leaves the second floor and joins you guys down below.
Zephyros company.
What's this? What's this? What's this? More small friends? The two men introduce themselves as Amareth and Navon. Those are separate names. Amareth speaks first and directly to Zephyros. I speak on behalf of Yan Si Bin. We wish your assistance, Cloud Giant. We have brought you gifts in exchange for hearing our plea. Zephyros,
What was the name they mentioned?
Yan Si Bin.
Would I have ever heard that name?
Roll a... No, you wouldn't have heard that name. Roll a no.
Interesting, interesting.
Oh, there was an error with that formula. That's unfortunate.
Zephyros appears very interested in what they have to say, but looks to the party for guidance. Do you know these small friends?
No.
Definitely don't.
Nope, never seen him.
No.
May have a weird dream about it one time, but pretty sure I haven't seen him.
Zephyros sits down in his chair and appears to think, completely disregarding everything that's happening. The two cultists push forward, and some of the cultists in the back decide to enter as well.
I think I'm going to slowly fade back along with Bast a little bit to try to keep a flank on Zephyros.
Yeah, I'm not going to be standing right in the center either.
I'm gonna get her right in the center.
No one's preventing them from what they're doing, though. You guys are letting them do it.
Well, I'm not letting him get any further.
I think I will not let them do anything overtly hostile, but if they want to talk,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it for now.
I would like,
Consider it.
yeah, go
I
ahead.
will say I will have a Ray of Frost just kind of ready to go.
I would like
Okay.
to look at Surreal and tell her to untie me.
It's real?
Would I have been able to hear this?
Nope, not from where you are.
Okay.
I'll take a step closer, but I'm not going to tie him right away.
Okay, that's fine.
Amarth speaks. Zephyros, oh mighty cloud giant. Zephyros has already introduced himself at this point. We wish for your assistance to return the world to its primordial state as it was at the dawn of history. In exchange for this, we have brought you a gift to show our goodwill.
Hearing this, Vinril is going to use a message cantrip to talk to Valen and just be like, if things go sideways, can we count on you?
Can I respond to that?
Yes, with the message cantrip, you can respond.
Okay, yeah, I would say yes.
Okay, that's
Levon
that round. So
walks forward and walks past Barth. As he walks past Barth, he smirks at him with a sideways glance.
Oh,
He approaches the table, and atop it, he places a small pouch. Inside this pouch, mighty Zephyros, you shall find some pixie dust. Surely such a rare object will show you that we truly mean.
Can we? Is there a way to tell if that's really supposed to be pixie dust in there, and not like some
You
poison
can-
powder?
I mean, I'm pretty
do an
sure you could
insight
sprinkle it, and if you start flying, it's gonna work.
apricots!
You could do an insight check.
Sure.
Wouldn't
I'd
it-
also like to insight check this guy.
Oh, inside check on the guy. Okay, sorry. I was thinking of the pouch. Like, wouldn't that be more Arcana?
Okay.
Oh, I still had an advantage selected. Sorry.
I mean, first roll was the higher of the two anyway, so.
Yeah.
That one.
Barth, you do not believe they're telling lies, but Venril does not believe Amarath when he says it's just pixie dust.
Zephyros, do you find these people trustworthy?
Oh, I don't know. All small friends are welcome in the Tower of Zephyros. What do you think?
I don't know that that's actually pixie dust.
Well, what else could it be?
Any number of things.
Any number of things. He looks vacantly off into the distance again.
Primordial state, huh?
Zephyros returns from his gazing. Well, I appreciate the offer. Yes. I will consider this. But please, it will take some time. You are welcome to wait here in the tower while I deliberate. Zephyros gets up and proceeds to fly back up to the second floor. He left the pixie dust, quote unquote, on the table.
Can I send Bast over to investigate it?
Yes, you can.
Bast does not have an investigation skill. Would it be perception then?
Was he checking it for poison or something else?
Yes, I want to check it for poison. He would just know.
Yeah, he sniffs it and checks it for poison. It would be a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Perception.
It is not poisoned. You can hear some spell casting coming from up above on the second floor. A quick casting. A bunch. Zephyr says a bunch of words in giant. There's a blinding flash up above. I now have to do something else. Okay. So now I'm asking the DM questions, but since I'm the DM, this is irrelevant and pointless to tell you. Zephyros, so Zephyros is on the second floor, and you can see
I know
him
what he's doing.
messing with the orb. What do you guys want to do? The cultists are entering the chambers, by the way.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and any sort of hostile movement from them, like if they attack or anything, I'm definitely, well, never mind, I don't know that yet.
Can
I'm going to send a message to Surreal. I think I'm just going to say you may want to untie Valen. We might need him here.
quick question to the DM. For I don't know if it is perception or insight. But if I were to use it, it can only be on one person, or would it be for all? Because I want to check, like, scan every one of them, trying like to figure out if they're hostile as well.
So you're just trying to like tell what the intent is,
Yes,
or
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
that would be an insight check.
Insight. No. Okay. Like to know if
Also spelled that wrong. Great. So in that case, that would be like after hearing that message, if they do anything hostile, I'm going to immediately untie Valen.
You can tell that they're not friendly, and that they clearly don't like you. But they don't have like murderous intent about them, and you can tell that they mean what they say when they're asking Zephyros for help.
okay. Okay.
Zephyros returns from the top of the tower. Says, "Hello! I've given it some consideration, but I believe your interests oppose my own, and so I must politely decline. At the same time, I would like you all to leave my tower." The cultists appear to be greatly taken aback from this, but don't appear to be hostile. Amarith approaches Zephyros and spits on him.
Veneril immediately lights up 2 of his runes and says he told you to leave.
Yeah, I take out my hammer and I wave it around threateningly.
We are going. This foolish and short-sighted decision by this failure of a wizard means nothing to us. The cultists proceed to leave the tower. As the cultists leave, one of them hits Rylix.
Oh hell no!
No.
He just kicks Rylix like out of the way, knocking him out of the way with his foot.
Oh, that. Oh, that is not cool. How long does message last?
It's one round, and it's just a cantrip, so it only has one forward and back.
Damn it. Okay.
I think, okay. Is it too much to think that, like, we have seen Rylix be attacked before, and we were very fucking unhappy then, to know that, like, neither of us are going to be happy about this now? Because I'm about to go.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to, like, I'm arguing with myself in my head, right? It's like, okay, well, that's uncalled for, but at the same time, there's a lot of people, and if Rylix isn't, like, deathly injured, right?
He's not injured, but he's Well, I mean, he's not deathly injured. He is injured from the kick. He's not deathly injured. He's certainly not happy and immediately runs away and tries to hide.
Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at something.
The cultists proceed to exit, spitting insults the entire time and cursing the foolish cloud giant.
I'm not gonna do anything, but I do wanna heal Riley.
Fucking assholes.
The cultists take off and leave on their vultures.
Hold on, just to be
riddance.
clear. Rylix is the one in the top right.
Yeah, Rylix is
Okay,
Rylix
okay.
is the one that I don't control.
Okay, so the
This
one that
is
has no
Bass.
name. Got it.
Yes. Rylix is the one that the one of the Seven Snakes dudes shot and we saved his life.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Figure as much.
And then they died. Serves them right. I think I will go up to Zephyros and pat him on the calf,
Ankle?
knee, whatever the highest point of him I can find. He says like 19 feet tall.
I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
the
pretty
ankle.
tall.
I think,
So
it's,
Yeah.
it's really the ankle.
I think you could pat him in the ankle. And it could.
I think I'll just say I think you made a very wise choice there, mighty Zephyros.
Yes. Well, I contacted the other planes, you see, and they
Wait.
told me that their interests did not align with me.
Which other planes?
All of them, of course.
Huh.
What do you mean other
Was
planes?
Was there dissent amongst the other planes? I have to imagine the elemental planes were probably very interested in this.
The one I spoke with did not mention any such thing. Only that the ordering must be restored. Yes.
Can you tell which planes you're talking to at any particular time?
Generally, no. Zephyros proceeds to lose interest in the conversation and flies up to the 3rd floor tower.
Okay, everyone. When he took me up there to give me the scroll to teach me how to summon Bast, there was this orb up there. I think he's using that. And I don't know who he's talking to.
So you think he might not be trustworthy now?
I don't know that he himself is not trustworthy, but I think he's very open to suggestion.
I
In
doubt.
this instance, I think it worked out for us.
Yeah.
In other instances, it may not.
Well, as long as we get where we're going, we can decide whether or not to continue with him after. But I don't think.
I don't think he wants to continue with us. I don't think this is our personal carriage service. I think he's doing
Yeah.
us a favor.
But there's
Well,
no
it
way
just-
we would want to fight against him, unstable or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just may be. We may have to keep Zephyros in mind.
Zephyros returns back to the 1st floor. I feel mighty awful. He notices the bag of pixie dust on the table. I feel awful about keeping this gift, having turned them down. If you so desire, you can have it. And he gives it directly to Barth.
He's not here.
True. Okay, well, he gives
He's
it
just stunned
directly
with
to
silence.
Valen.
Oh, I've been answering, but I was muted.
Oh. Well, too late. Valen has the pixie dust now.
Ah, come on!
Is it actually pixie dust?
That's what you think is pixie dust.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so what
Well-
do I put in my inventory? Pixie dust? Question mark.
Let me be more precise. It's what Barth thinks is pixie dust, and Venril thinks is something else.
Oh,
What
excellent.
Venril knows is not poison.
Correct.
I don't know. I haven't actually looked at it to see what it is. I just know that it's not poisonous.
Okay, so
Hey, Valen, this is some grade A uncut gnome cocaine.
That's absolutely what you got to put in your inventory now.
crap. All right, so that
Wait, he gave it to Valen, not
me.
Monroe?
Yeah, you gave it
Yes,
to me.
Valen.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I wrote down the right name.
Uncut gnome crack.
You notice the tower no longer moving. Zephyros exclaims, "We're here! I have brought you to your destination, my small friends. Please disembark at your earliest convenience, or if you'd so like, stay with me as we travel farther onwards."
When he says we're here, we're at the Goldenfields.
You are at Goldenfields. Yeah, you look below you and off the edge of the tower. You can see the road enter a walled area with a lot of fields inside, with what looks to be little settlement, like within it, with buildings like a church and stuff.
Okay, can I make an insight check on the bag to see how much it weighs? Or if there's any way I can determine what it is?
There's no weight.
Okay.
You make an Arcana check.
Oof, Arcana. Okay, Arcana. Ooh, boy. Oh.
You have never seen pixie dust before, but you assume that they were telling the truth. It seems to be magical, and it is sparkling and glimmering in a way that kind of defies sight. You don't really understand how it glimmers, because when you move it, you don't see any change in the way the light reflects, and yet it still glimmers.
While he's doing that, I think I'm going to just kind of take a knee and say, "Mighty Zephyros, we thank you for your help. And I understand it's a small payment for your help, but you seem like the kind of person who values knowledge, and this book has given me some small form of knowledge, and I will give him my copy of Turtle of Twilight."
Okay.
Oh! Zephyros takes it and immediately starts leafing through it, holding it very carefully with his fingernails in one hand and flipping the pages with the fingernail in the other.
I think I'll leave him like that and head down the stairs.
So you guys head down the stairs. What are you doing with the chest?
That's a good question. Do we want to bring that?
Can Zephyros open it?
Zephyros cannot open it and is completely engrossed in his book.
Dang it.
So it's probably not trapped.
Okay, here's a question. Here's a question. What if we just dropped it off the top of the stairs and had it break open?
It might break anything inside, but then again, it might not.
But then, what? And it might. What if it's just gems and gold? I mean, that's not.
What if it's weapons or armor?
We could
It's 3
tie a
feet.
sheet to it so it has a parachute.
I mean, that would kind of defeat the whole point, though.
So might as well just bring it down.
I mean, I'm not about to try and open it again. I've been stabbed once. No poison for me, thank you.
What is the chest made of?
It's a wooden chest.
Very strong wood with iron reinforcing it. I should point out that the spike did not reset.
Okay,
it's still
so
sticking out of the lock.
so the one trap is just sprung.
There could still be like poison gas or whatever.
Well, now that we know that it's there, maybe we can somehow block the other one from popping out if it doesn't open.
Hold on, I have an idea. Surreal, do you still have the key?
I don't know. I passed out, but I imagine that since I was brought right back up again, I wouldn't have left it. I don't
Okay.
know.
Real did drop the key, and I don't think they heard anyone say they picked it back up.
I think we just kind of assumed we picked it back up.
Well, can't
Okay,
assume
that's
here.
fair. I
Um,
guess with the amount of view, yeah, it would make sense.
Okay. So I think we take it out to like the edge of the cloud, and I am going to like tell everyone to stand a decent amount back, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand and use Mage Hand to turn the key in the other lock.
Oh, there you go.
That's clever.
Now we're
Okay.
thinking with portals.
We had
The
that.
magical hand picks up the key and puts it in the lock, turning. The lock clicks open.
So it goes to that lock.
Good to know.
Well, now we only have one lock to worry about, and it's a lock where we've already been poison spiked. So
I mean,
know.
I can't. I'm not very good at opening locks, so I can't help.
Is the lock like set into the chest itself, or is it like an
Yes.
external lock? Okay.
It's inside the chest, but you can clearly see the bars where it clicks open.
You can see the bars where it clicks open.
I'm trying to. Let me see if I can. So it is a padlock, but it's set into the chest as if it's built into the chest. And there's a little gap in the front, backed by an iron bar that keeps the chest sealed.
Oh,
A small
right.
gap
So,
between the lid and the thing where the bars from the padlocks keep it held together.
so it basically
Okay.
says the bar slit away from looking like it's not locked. Right?
Yeah. So, like, a bike lock, how it clicks in and
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
Imagine both of those clicking into the padlock.
Okay. And we still need to open this one. I don't know how we want to do this. I don't know if we even want to do this right now.
Okay, again, you have the thieves' tools, right? Or,
We
Yeah.
do.
okay.
Would
Would that require to be attuned, or how would
no,
someone
no. Thieves' tools are they're just equipment.
just
Yeah,
equip it,
anyone
right?
can try and open it.
Okay, so we know that's poison. Like we know that Surreal absolutely 100% was poisoned by that, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'll ask Kiara, like, do you know anything that could possibly deal with poison, neutralize it, or help against it?
Whoops. Didn't mean to click that.
I mean,
And that's what I feel about that.
Inflict wounds. That's how you deal with poison.
roll damage.
No, that was accidental. That was accidental, I swear. I'm not killing anyone. I don't think I have any poison protection.
Well, the thing came out, right? So it's not gonna. It hasn't retract. Don't think they can pop out any more poison out of it.
So are you using Valen to try it?
Sure.
Okay. Valen, it would be a.
So I will give Valen my actual thieves' tools that I got from what was his name? The goblin.
The inside the goblin chest. So the real ones and not the fake metal bars. It'll be a dex check, just a normal dex check.
I can't find the item. Okay. There we go.
Dex check, not dex save. Oh, I
Oh.
guess same thing.
Oh, sorry. There, I was clicking on that. Yeah, there we go. Wow, that's even worse.
It is worse. That's actually not great there.
No.
Um,
Would the tools add more to it?
no, the tools are what you're using to open it.
Okay, okay, so it's not okay. Hmm.
So
By the way,
how
I
are
think
you?
Thieves' Tools have an actual check.
Yeah, but because he doesn't have proficiency,
Yeah,
a
it's just straight
20
dex.
dex check. The lock does not open. Rui fails catastrophically. Manages to chip the lock a little bit, and almost breaks the thieves' tools. The thieves' tools now. Any check made with the thieves' tools have to be done with disadvantage because they're damaged.
I think I would have had a better chance if I wasn't still tied up.
It's not entirely wrong.
Next time, don't murder anyone.
Would anyone else like to attempt to open it?
No.
Oh, Great
Ooh.
poison spike. Rui.
Hmm.
You said it never reset.
Yeah, but since it's a catastrophic failure, I had a thing written up. As you're trying to unlock it, you manage to brush the spike and take 9 poison damage.
Ah, of course I did.
I wasn't going to do this on a fail unless it was a 1, and I kind of just realized Rui rolled a 1.
Double checking here. Okay.
At this point, you can see that most of the poison substance on the spike has been rubbed off.
Can we like break it off or something?
Or
Just-
clean it off.
You basically cleaned it off. There's lots of blood on the spike.
I
Can I use Mage Hand to clean the rest of it off? Just scrub it a little bit.
Sure.
How many times? How the you said it was so it was poisons. Is that going to be a continuous damage?
No, it's poison damage. It's the type.
Okay.
Yeah, it's poison damage.
Poisoned is the condition.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
Yeah, there wasn't enough on there to actually poison you and your system, but there's enough to like
Gotcha.
your entire arm was burning all the way up into like your shoulder.
Okay, gotcha. Bad rash. Got it.
Anyone else want to open it?
Do we want to keep trying to open this thing, or should I just?
You felt
sort
it
of
was
want to.
important enough to take it up here.
That's true.
I have wood carver's tools. Can I carve my way through it?
You could use them to attempt to break the lock open,
Wood,
but in order
they'll
to
probably
carve
get
through
damaged.
it, it'd take like a long time. It'd be easier to just take an axe to it.
I have a hammer. That's likely to just break everything.
Your damaged, corroded hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Can I? Yeah, I'll try to bust the lock open with my tools. Why not?
So use a strength check on your tools, I guess. I'm gonna warn you, if you roll too low, they will break. That's not how they were intended to be used.
Yes.
I'm
No more hearts.
gonna take a chance. Oh no!
Wow.
You guys! Barth walks up to the chest confidently with his woodcarver's tools and starts carving around the padlock, only to realize that wood carving tools can't actually carve iron, and they all snap. The chest has very many scratches and dents in it, but the one padlock holds strong.
This is heartbreaking.
upon with the other chest, the other padlock being unlocked, you can kind of lift the top up enough to see inside of the chest.
Okay, what's in there? Is it worth going in?
You can see a large mound of sparkling coins, some clothes, and what appears to be a dark red potion. And that's all you can see.
Sorry, a dark red what?
Potion.
Oh, potion. Okay, gotcha. If only we had a magic crowbar. Could have pried it open.
Could we pry it open if we had a crowbar?
I don't know, I'm just assuming.
It depends
At least
which
ma-
crowbar.
That crowbar is magical. It could probably do anything.
Well, I mean, I have a spiritual weapon, and you can make it into anything, basically, from my understanding. So, couldn't I use that in some way?
Yeah, theoretically.
What level is that spell, though?
That's a fantastic
Second.
question.
Because, like, do you really want to waste this? Want to burn it?
That's metagame knowledge, Rui.
That is true.
Yeah.
I rescind.
Yeah,
my
whatever.
comment.
I'll try to pick the lock. Whatever. We're gonna try. You said disadvantage with the thieves' tools.
Yep.
So, Dex check.
Would it be fair to say I said it as my normal self instead of my character?
That was better than a 1, but barely.
You can't seem to get the lock open. You feel like you almost had it, but you slipped at the last second because of the bend in the thieves' tools.
I'd be willing to move on from this for the time being, but I do want to. I want to open this thing, but also we're not making any headway.
I'm bringing it with us.
Could have just dropped it off the thing.
Yeah, but,
But there's that potion in there.
It's coming with us.
Okay, so you guys are descending with the chest. Yes?
Yep.
Sure.
Sure. Yes.
Same deal as before. I'll support it with Mage Hand.
Okay, same deal as before. Barth, I need an acrobatics and an athletics check.
All right.
At advantage because Mage Hand.
Yeah, at advantage.
All right. All right.
Yay.
You successfully carry the chest down without any incident at all. In fact,
I
so
do a
perfectly
backflip.
balanced that you managed to do a backflip, yes. You find yourself outside of a large wall.
Ooh, a map.
You're on the Northford Road down towards here. I'll move your character tokens over in a little bit. I'm going to start reading some stuff for this town now.
Interesting. This is not Goldenfields.
This is Goldenfields.
Is it? No, I thought it was.
Said that at the top.
Goldenfields is a huge walled temple farm dedicated to Shantea, the goddess of agriculture. It's often been called the granary of the north, and it's the only reason many northerners have ever tasted soft flesh fruit larger than bushberries. The towns nearby of Waterdeep and other neighbors consume the temple's reliable output, which is carefully husbanded grains and dried, oil-packed or salted foodstuffs preserved in large cellars, vats, and grain towers. Before you stands a magnificent gatehouse carved with images of full-bodied women, which are representations of Shantea, cradling cornucopias. Gatehouse is a fortress in its own right. Above its tall, thick wooden doors are arrow slits that seem to peer down suspiciously on all visitors. Gatehouse has an inner and outer set of double doors. Outside the gate, are several guards, and these doors are both open, allowing free travel through them. Although you do see wagons being searched as they attempt to enter and exit the gatehouse. I should also mention that the walls are 60 feet high from the outside and 30 feet wide.
That's quite large.
It is a massive walled area. Would you guys like to enter, or what are you doing?
Is there like a guard standing near the gate?
There are several guards outside of the gate searching travelers as they enter and exit, and they're specifically focusing on like wagons and stuff. But you do see a couple individuals being searched.
I mean, I'm good to enter. I don't know about you guys.
So here's my thing. We have this chest with us now that is not
Oh,
open.
we don't know what's in it.
And we can't open it.
And also like to remind you that the group is one giant carrying a big ass chest.
And
you
Rui
have a
is
guy
also
who's
still
tied
tied
up,
Yeah.
walking up there.
Why were we coming here again?
So the owner of the cat, his name is Miros Zelbrand, I believe. If my notes are right.
Yeah.
We're trying to tell him that his parents are dead
And
Okay.
deliver the cat,
and deliver the cat.
who I forgot to move because I only moved fast.
Relax.
Okay.
We're here to
I mean,
deliver
if
message.
that's how we have to get in, I mean, I'm not gonna try and sneak in or anything. So.
So you guys are just going to approach with the chest and everything?
Yep, sure, why not?
Fuck it. I mean, we can't open it, so worst
I mean,
they
it
can
could-
get away.
I mean, we have if we're delivering relics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the chest could also be a thing we're delivering. That's why we can't open.
I think I would say we have lost one of the keys and we're trying to find someone to help us open it.
Or that.
As you approach the gate, the guards immediately notice Phelan tied up. They yell out to the party, "Halt! Identify yourselves!"
We don't have a group name, so
Yeah.
I think
Should we just go around? Say
No, I
say
think-
two things about ourselves?
no, I don't know. Do you want me to take the lead on this, or do you want it, Surreal?
Sorry, what?
Said, do you want me to take the lead? I'll take the lead.
Sure.
Okay. I'll just say, hello, my name is Venril. These are my traveling companions. We seek... Do you know of a boy named Miros Zelbrand?
I've heard the name before.
We have been sent from... Nightstone?
Nightstone, yes, I
Yeah.
know of the town.
We have news for him.
What news?
Nightstone was attacked. His parents have fallen.
I see. Grave news indeed. I have to ask that all of your belongings be searched. He eyes the chest menacingly. And that you explain why this man is tied up and being led around on a leash.
We got drunk last night and you lost a bet.
I was going to be honest, but if you want to go with that, roll with it.
Does Rui say anything, or are you just gonna stay quiet?
I'm going to stay quiet.
Okay. He believes Barth and beckons him over to carry the chest.
Sure.
As Barth sets the chest down, the guard demands that it is opened.
That's the problem. We can't open it. We were sort of hoping to find someone in the city who could help us.
What does the chest contain?
but we don't know because we can't open it.
Actually, we have seen some of what's in it.
Oh, well,
Some
sure.
coins, some clothing.
The chest must be opened before entering the premises.
Do you have a smithy that could help us open it?
The guard whistles, and a very large-looking man, about the same size as Barth, approaches carrying a large crowbar, like as big as your forearm and as thick as your forearm, normal human's forearm. Guard turns to look back at Barth. We have special tools for opening such things.
Sure.
Well, okay.
The man approaches the chest and slams the crowbar into the left lock and just slams down. The entire top lid of the chest comes flying off.
Beautiful.
The guard proceeds to nose through all of the belongings and everything inside the chest and seems content. All right, you're all clear. And he
Thank you.
motions you all through.
Can you imagine if there was another trap in there?
Oh, that would have been something. I think on our way past, I'll talk to the guard that we've been interfacing with here and ask, do you have any idea where we might find Miros within the temple / farm?
Try the tavern. Move along, citizen.
All right, thank you. We move along, citizens.
I pick
Okay.
the chest back up.
So you carry the chest. Now that it has
It's more of a
lid.
box now.
Should probably tell you what's inside it now, huh?
Yeah.
Inside, we have 166 silver. 8 gold. A single set of fine clothing. 4 bottles of wine. A hematite worth 10 gold pieces. And a rose-hued potion.
I'm going to assume the clothes don't fit me.
The clothes do not fit you. They look to be sized for a normal human.
How much was the hematite worth?
10 gold pieces.
Oh, 10. Okay, that's...
And what
So
was the
there's
final?
about 18. The potion, Rose Hill.
Oh yeah. Rose-hued potion.
And
So I have
4
okay,
wine.
166 SP, 8 gold, instead of fine clothes, 4 bottles of wine, hematite, and rose-hued. Okay, I got all that.
The value of the clothes and wine don't matter.
Yeah.
What
They're just there to
terrible
calculate
time for
the treasure.
Ghibli to disappear.
I mean, 4 bottles of wine for Gimli is like a snack.
Yeah, that's a day's ration.
We left all that ale back in the band camp.
There was a lot of ale.
A
And
lot of
cheese.
Oh, so much. Oh, we love the cheese. Guys, we gotta go back.
Okay, as you enter through the gates,
There are how many of us now? 5 still?
you can see right here in the middle a 20-foot tall wooden statue of Shantea, depicted as a plump, smiling woman standing with her hands on her hips in a garden of golden wheat, surrounded by a dirt roundabout. North of the statue is a stone building with an open front, above which hangs a sign that reads, Earth Mother's Bounty. You can see cornucopias and seeds available for sale here.
So if we want to split this up evenly, it's 33 silver with 1 left over a piece, and 1 gold with 3 left over.
So it's what? Sorry, how much? Could you type it out?
So if we want to split it evenly, it's 33 silver and 1 gold. 33 SP and G.
Thank you.
And then that's that leaves 1 silver left over and 3 gold left over.
Add it to the party fund.
I mean, I'm down for splitting it up. I have no reason not to.
Oh, is somebody keeping track of the party fund?
I don't Do we have one?
There hasn't particularly been a party.
This is it. This is the start of it.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. That's
okay.
the start.
The loot we've had, I've tried to split up evenly. So
Oh, I have
Okay.
the blocks of incense we never split up, but I mean,
Well,
like
we can always
5
sell it
gold.
if we need it.
the only like loot I have that we've not split up is I still have the garnet from that other chest, which is worth 100 gold.
Ooh,
And nobody picked up the knives, right?
Right.
Okay. So statue there. Down south, you can see grain towers. And here you see a livestock field. This whole big thing, livestock field. There are 2 large fields roaming with oxen and cattle, and a cordoned off pen for sheep, chicken, turkey, and pigs. Each field is roughly half a mile in diameter and enclosed by wooden fences with rearing horses carved into the post. You can see shepherds and workers shearing the sheep and milking the cows. To the north here, we have a wheat field. All these fields like this are wheat fields growing beautiful golden wheat, and has workers wielding scythes in there trying to carve. We've got vegetable gardens up here in the right side. Rice paddies up in the top right corner. In the center of town here is a large natural spring. Let's see what else. Orange and apple orchards litter the northern half of the thing and the southern part here. And the center area around the spring is herb fields for growing like medicinal herbs and whatnot. In the center of town here, as you guys wander through, you notice that there are many buildings arranged in a concentric half ring around the central square, where you see several locals socializing and a picnic going on. There are orderly rows of wooden longhouses, each one large enough to house 100 people, facing inward toward the central plaza, with the Abbey of Shantea off to the southeast. Each longhouse is a work of art, its beams sculpted with images of a particular animal, thereby differentiating it from its neighbors.
We'll laugh when we try to find this guy, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you have to go over to Mongoose over there."
There is a grove of trees south of the central area here, filled with trees. They seem to be specific trees, like special trees, different from the ones that are producing fruit.
Is it medicinal trees?
Perhaps.
All right, I think we should just head to wherever the people seem to be and ask around.
You ask around in the central square, and the villagers don't seem to understand who you're looking for, and so they send you down into the Abbey. The largest and most elaborate building in Goldenfields is easily the Abbey, called Harvest Home. There is centuries-old stone, whose other walls have statues of Shantea at every corner, her hands raised to the sky as though casting a spell to summon rain. Well-tended hedges surround the foundation, and a sun-shaped window of stained glass is set above the entrance and the steps leading to it. Narrow windows of stained glass decorated with images of wheat, fruit, vegetables, and vegetables light the pillared arcades within. Toward the back of the building, mounted between sturdy roof beams, is a large bronze bell that is rung 15 minutes before prayers every morning, noon, and evening. As you enter the Abbey, you notice 2 black bears wandering around.
Cool.
Is the Abbey the building on the south side of the circle?
Like
It's
this one?
This thing?
This one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Inside, you see the abbot of Goldenfields. Let me double check and see what he's doing right now.
While you do that, whoever wrote the notes, wasn't it stated what he was in here in Goldenfields, the son we're looking for?
No, they just
It was just the
I just
parents. They were
have
like the text people.
so I have in my notes Miros was the son of Melantha and Lanthan Zelbrand,
Yeah,
which was
Miros.
the Tressum house. And then I wrote down Goldenfields, which is a walled temple, to tell him of his parents' death and take Rylix to him.
Okay.
So the villagers don't seem to know, like the people in the town square didn't seem to know who you were talking about by mentioning Miros. And they've directed you into the abbey to ask the abbot of Goldenfields, who is pretty much the leader of the entire town. You can see him at the back of the abbey, messing with a script of some sort, while acolytes wander around, attending to various chores. He notices you eyeing the bears and approaches you. I haven't seen your faces around here before. Who might you be?
Hello, my name is Venril. Are you the abbot of this area?
Yes, that's me. I'm Elardan Darovik. We've just finished midday prayers. In fact, it just passed 3 bells. So if you've come looking for service, you're a bit too late, and you'll have to wait for 6 bells.
We have actually come looking for a person. Is the name Miros Zelbrand familiar to you?
Mira Selbrin. Oh, the Yeti. Ah, yes. Miro Selbrin. It's been a while since we've called him by that name.
The Yeti?
The Yeti.
Oh, I should explain. Miros is a retired carnival worker. We dubbed him the Yeti, and he's gone by the name ever since because of his barrel-shaped body. And and obviously the hair covering him. Elardan chuckles to himself. You can find Miros at the North Furrows End Inn.
North Furrows End Inn.
Ever since he retired from his carnival act, he's just been tending the inn for us and tells many a tale and story to travelers passing through.
I think Venro will give a slight bow and say, "Thank you for your time."
Thank you. Have a good day. North Furrow Inn is a location I'm trying to find real quick. It's G8, but there's so many G's that it's hard to find G8.
Also, it's like non-gridded, so it's...
Yeah, it's because it's a weird battle map. North Furrow Inn should be here, I think.
That makes sense. Unless we need to go further north.
I thought I knew where it was, but it's saying it's G9. That's something else. Standing north of the town is a 3-story stone edifice with arched windows that offer a view of the surrounding gardens. Thin plumes of smoke issue from its many chimneys. Life-size statues of rearing horses flank the double doors that lead to the common room. Above these doors hangs a wooden sign that proclaims the name of this grand establishment, North Furrows End, in fancy lettering. West of the main building is a stable house that can hold and feed up to 50 horses. So we're going to go with, it's this.
Okay.
As you enter the inn, you can see it's not very busy at current hours, as most of the folk and workers are out working in the fields. You notice a few visitors nursing ales in the middle of the room, and standing in the back of the inn is a large humanoid with thick white hair, a thick white beard, and hair covering his arms, rubbing a tankard vigorously, attempting to clean it.
Well, now the name makes sense.
The man sees you and beckons you over, but I do have to know that this time it's 6:30.
Yes.
So, Stephanie, if you can keep going, there's more roleplay. Otherwise, we can end it here.
I mean, I have to go, but if the others wanted to stay, that's fine.
No, we can end it here.
I'm cool with not telling this dude his parents are dead.
Save for
We've
another
already had
day.
enough emotional drama for a day.
This has been kind of intense. There was some, like, real character development and some, like, oh man, it was crazy.
And no combat. Unless we
D&D
count
doesn't
the
always
part of
mean
fighting
combat,
the
man.
chest.
There's
That makes
real
sense.
emotional attachment to the characters.
I like how you tried to start a fight though by kicking a cat.
I mean, that was totally written into the script.
Was it?
It's kind of a shame you guys didn't fight them either, because there were some nice mechanics in that fight, and you would have got a bag of holding out of it.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
That's sad.
Oh well, we'll find other ways.
I mean, at the same time, you also may have all died a brutal death.
Yeah, there's always that option.
Like the
That can
bag
always happen.
of bag of holding may not have been worth it.
If we had been level 5, I would have gone for it, because then I felt more confident about my ability to deal with like multiple people. But as of now,
Yeah.
the most I could hit in one turn is 3.
Oh yeah, you guys are level 5 now.
Oh.
Yay!
You're level 5 technically as soon as we finish the tower thing. I mean,
We leveled up through wisdom.
technically, you should have been level 5 after the bandit encounter because of the CR of the encounter. But we're going with checkpoints until 5th level.
Oh, so now we're actually gonna have to start keeping track of experience, huh?
Ah, these shitty rolls.
See, I say that, but a lot of this isn't really trackable once we get to some of the larger scale stuff. So I may just stick with checkpoints for a while, and if you guys do something off like field and do something that isn't scripted but still epic, i.e. the bandit battle, I'm gonna level you up.
Okay.
Works for me.
Yep, works
That's
for
fine
me.
for me. Makes it easy.
Less. Yeah, exactly. A
Yeah.
lot easier to keep track of.
Oh wait, I gotta re-roll that.
If you don't want to roll for hit dice, it's high average, right?
But
So-
I rolled too low.
Yeah, with a
Um,
D10, you kind of don't you want to roll?
well, I have a D6, so
Right, I wouldn't roll those.
yeah, I think I'll. I think I'm just gonna take high average, which is 4 on a D6, right?
No, but I mean,
It says in the thing. I don't remember.
I should have 5 hit dice, not just.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't think it makes a difference, does it?
No, the amount of hit
No.
dice you have doesn't.
Oh
hit
yeah,
dice
that was
just
the same.
rolls-
Never mind.
Were you
rolls the
rolling for
D10
health, or are you
plus-
rolling?
Yeah,
for
no, that was my
actual-
health. I'm not doing great. I've had a lot of low rolls.
And parse. You may want to consider like stronger armor.
Well, we haven't really had any chance to like get any.
It's true.
Let's see. I
Quick
get?
question. On I'm still damaged by the poison, right? We never actually rested or anything like that.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm just taking the average, which I think is 7, because that'd be 4 plus my con modifier, so that's 3.
Oh, the grain towers. These are up here, by the way.
Okay, those are the grain towers. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, yeah, this is a weird off-kilter map. Okay, that means I gotta change my spells around, which means that I don't know. What do I drop?
Man, Warlock is weird.
Doesn't your spell slot go up?
My spell slot goes up, but I still only get 2.
Yeah, because
I do have a crap ton of cantrips, so right now.
yeah,
So let's see what 5th level. I get to know another spell. That's fun.
yeah.
And another invocation.
Let's see what I get.
So I get to add fireball to my repertoire now.
Oh. I'm gonna warn you. Fireball is fire, right? And arson's very bad. If you set this town on fire, you will be executed. Just flat out, they will kill you. Because
I mean, I
this is
have
like growing stuff here.
Yeah, no, I am not an evil character, nor am I neutral. Like, I will be expeditious about where I put it. Also, fireball can be aimed pretty well, so
Yeah, I still am warning. Even if there's an accidental fire, they will kill you.
it's not my fault that a lot of things are fire-based in the early levels.
Yeah.
Extra attack. What does that mean?
It means when you take an attack action, you attack
yeah.
twice instead of once.
That's so nice.
I should probably note that down. Thank you.
And what's nice is like your proficiency bonus goes up, so like now you have +1 like extra to hit. You have +1 extra on.
Okay, so now we're counting
Yeah.
Saving throws.
proficiency bonus.
Well, it
proficiency
always
bonus is on hit, not
Oh.
on damage.
was. Yeah, not on damage. Yeah.
So like when you change your level to 5 up at the top, it automatically changes your proficiency bonus from 2 to 3. So like you notice all your saving throws you're proficient at are like 1 higher now, and all
Yep.
your attack rolls are +1 higher.
Oh, I see. Okay. That
So
is-
like for me, my like scorching ray is +8 to hit now. All right, I have to go. So GG's everyone, it was fun and intense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, I could learn these. It's lovely.
All right, so I'll talk to you all later.
All right.
Have fun. It's a
Bye.
good session.
See ya.
I shall end the stream here.
You having fun, Christina?
Hmm?